Northeast Alternatives presents 13 Folds Live on Lemonadio.com. Sponsored by Solar Therapeutics, Kind Card, Wonderland Smoke Shop, and Northeast Alternatives, the most awarded dispensary in New England. Featuring Dave Death, Jess Salemi, and Eddie Bills, with special guest Corinne Southern and The Constellations. And now, here's David.
Hey, welcome back to another installment of 13 Folds Live from the Parlour on Lemonadio.com. We have the beautiful Corinne Southern and The Constellations with us tonight. They're going to rock it out for us. And just one more time before we get started, I want to thank our sponsors, Northeast Alternatives. Thank you guys for supporting us from the very beginning. And also Wonderland Smoke Shop, Solar Therapeutics, and Kind Card. Thank you guys for making this all happen. If you're out there listening, go to YouTube and subscribe to 13 Folds Live on our YouTube channel. You want to go there. You want to see this live. You want to see us in action. These bands have been putting on hell of a performance. The past couple of shows have been phenomenal. So you want to see them. These guys have been they've all been stuck at home. Nobody's been able to perform, so you're getting it all.
Right, they're putting on their best show tunes.
And then like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, whatever the hell you got. Find 13 Folds Magazine and the Parlour and go like them. Issue 26 of 13 Folds Magazine is out. We're actually almost out of printed copies of that.
I know, and I really, really need some for Friday night.
I know. I might have to actually do a second run for the first time.
I want to put
since
at least
COVID.
one magazine on each table.
So that's actually, we'll talk about that in a little bit. But right now, if you want a magazine and you're not sure if you're going to be able to make it to one of our events in the next week or two, go to Fall River. Check out Northeast Alternatives. They have magazines there. They have magazines at Solar Therapeutics in Somerset, Mass. And in Warwick, Rhode Island, we have magazines out at Wonderland Smoke Shop. So go there. Or, if you come down to the Parlour to pick up food or anything during the week, we usually have magazines out front here. So you can get them there as well. We got a lot coming up. And I'd like to start off every show by talking about the different events that are coming up, because a lot of people don't know, but live music is coming back. And we at 13 Folds have our fingers on the pulse. What do we have coming up May and June, Jess?
Well, May 14th, we have 13 Folds Presents Sewed, which is the System of a Down tribute band, and Green Sabbath, playing at Platforms in Providence, Rhode Island. May 21st, Manifest Part 2 at Platforms with The Stupid Robots, Animal Face, Astro Cat Collective, and Groovin' Confusion.
That's going to be a hell of a show.
Well, last weekend's show was pretty groovin', let me tell you. May 22nd, we have the Cannon Brothers and 13 Folds Presents May Days, which you can message us on Facebook for details.
Yes, that's a private RSVP event.
And you said we have 30 tickets left?
No, that's a different one. That's on the 23rd.
That's that one. Okay.
Yeah, the 23rd, we have our 13 Folds Fiesta dinner coming up.
Which is 13 Folds and Happy Spoon present the Fiesta dinner, featuring Brazilian-style mariachi music and a full street taco dinner, which we can message 13 Folds Magazine on Facebook. And you said there's swag bags for this.
Yes, there are swag bags. Anybody who's gone to a 13 Folds event knows what I'm talking about. That's why you want to be there. We always give away great stuff in our swag bag. But you got to RSVP through Facebook or send us a message on Instagram. Get in touch with us somehow. Or hit me up. We're at all the...
Or hit me up.
Yes, we're at all these events all the time. We got tickets, so... Yeah, let us know if you want to come down to that.
Okay, so May 20th, oh my goodness.
20 out?
Yeah. May 28th, Manifest Summer Tour at Platforms with Living Light, Josh Teed, Cosmo, and Eyeless. And then June 5th is Black Sheep Entertainment with the Brawlers Incorporated, and 13 Fold brings you Smoked Up Part 1, featuring Joint Damage, Travesty, Warrack, and more.
Yeah, and that's another show that you're going to have to... Hey, I don't book the bands. I don't book the bands. I just promote this shit.
This is the first time I've seen this. Okay. June 12th at Platforms, we have the Stone Road Band, Sugar Cones, and They Were Robots. You don't want to miss that show.
Now, that's your show, isn't it?
That is my show. I mean, the May 14th is my show also.
Yeah, but June one is...
June 12th is a very special
Yes.
show for me. Definitely. And everyone wants to come out to that. We're going to have so many vendors, so much going on, possible car show. So you really want to come out to that one on June 12th.
And I'll be dressed up as Batman. Or Wonder Woman. It depends on my mood.
You know, Wonder Woman would be great.
I could pull it off.
I know you could.
I have the breasts.
Of course. So June 19th, we have Canna Bros and 13 Folds present the Summer Haze Canna Rally and Art Festival. And keep up with our social media pages to learn more. And then we also have Turptown Throwdown, don't you?
Well, that's coming up in August. August is going to be festival season. We're going to be broadcasting live from Turptown Throwdown this year in Spencer, Mass. We're also going to be broadcasting live from the Harvest Cup this year in Worcester. So we're at the two biggest cannabis competitions in New England.
And for someone like me that knows nothing about weed or any of it, I'm going to be learning a lot this summer. I'll actually be able to write essays on this shit.
You're going to be learning how to hold your weed.
Instead of holding my beer, it's going to be, hey, can you hold my weed?
So yeah, beware of the edibles when you're at these events. Ask before you eat.
If you can't find Jessica, she's under a table.
So, listen, before we get started, guys, I just want to do one more thank you and shout out to our sponsors and Gregory here at the Parlour for giving us this room.
Always want to shout out to Gregory.
You know, the Parlour. We're close to being open again. I think to being able to have like 10 people in the room.
Yeah, some quiet people who just sit there and listen.
Yeah, and you know, dancing. 10 people, you can dance, but you got to stand 3 feet away from each other.
Yeah, at your chair, like hovering it.
Yes, behind plexiglass and wrapped in a
Don't touch people.
Bubble wrap.
Yes.
I think.
And poncho. Yes.
So yeah, the restrictions are lifting, and we'll let everybody know as soon as we're allowed to have people down here again. We want you guys here in the room with us, enjoying the music. And right now, we're just doing the best we can to bring you live music any way we can. But hang on, guys, because it's all coming back. It's coming back soon. So anyway, I want to introduce Corinne Southern and the Constellations. Did I do it? I did.
You actually
first
said
time ever.
someone's name right. I cannot. I'm overjoyed.
It took me a minute, but I got it. I got it there. So we're going to let Corinne play a couple songs for you guys, and then we're going to hear a word from our sponsors, and then we'll be right back on 13 Folds Live from the Parlour on Lemonadio.com. Hit it, Corinne.
Won't sit around all day waiting on your call. The fact you're ghosting me, well, that don't bother me at all. I raise the dead, I kill them again just to watch them fall. I go out dancing on your grave, babe, 'cause I don't need no one at all. Go ahead and ice me out, a frigid corpse that I once knew. Can't ignore the spirits when they're coming out to you. I raise the dead, I kill them again just to watch them fall. I go out dancing on your grave, babe, 'cause I don't need no one at all. My lips are painted red like the door on a church. Lazarus, come out, my sacred heart about to burst. I raise the dead, I kill just to watch 'em fall. I go out dancing on your grave, babe, 'cause I don't need no one at all. So I won't sit around all day just waiting on your call. The fact you're ghosting me, bitch, that don't bother me at all. I'll raise the dead, kill 'em again just to watch 'em fall. I go out dancing on your grave, babe, 'cause I don't need no one at all. I go out dancing on your grave, baby, baby. I don't need no one at Am I gonna be just another Rhode Island rock star? Do you think I got what it takes to break out of the ocean state? If I'm a big fish in a little pond, if I'm a shark, I'm a megalodon, and I wanna head for open water. I smell blood in the tide, and this anchor weighs me down. Not afraid to admit I'm ashamed of my choices, of things I've done just to sate my appetite. If I was wise, I'd give up all my vices. I'd swim toward the sun, I'd be basking in the light. Then I smell blood in the tide, and this anchor weighs me down. It weighs me down. I know that things will work out fine, but right now it's hard to tell. Wasn't looking for anyone to catch me. You must be a remarkable fisherman. Spent all my life trying to bite free. I won't be tangled in a net of lies again. You know, I smell blood in the tide, and this anchor weighs me down, weighs me down. I know that things will work out fine, but right now it's hard to tell. So I guess I'm giving up all my plans. I will go on along with God's instead. If I'm meant to be bigger than this, if I'm meant to be a real big fish, you know that I'll be there, yeah, yeah. I smell blood in the tide, and this anchor weighs me down, weighs me down. Lord knows that things will work out fine, but right now it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. Oh man, is it hard to tell? Woo-hoo. Ow, ow, ow. ticking clock. Isolation slowly gets to me. With only my demons for company. And I watch the waves from the safety of my tower. Oh, can I stay awake? Keep the lamps lit till the final hour. Oh, I watch the waves from the safety of my tower. Can I stay awake? Keep the lamps lit till the final hour. Oh. Thank you.
Northeast Alternatives is Massachusetts' most awarded medical and adult use dispensary, located in Fall River, Mass. Now serving adults 21 plus from all states with a valid ID. Visit their shop at 999 William S. Canning Boulevard, Fall River, Mass. Or visit their website at anyalternatives.com to see their full menu. We'd like to tell you about one of our sponsors, Kind Card, the kinder way to shop. Kind Card replaces cash and conventional credit cards anywhere it's accepted. Dispensaries and cannabis-related merchants can join those around the country, and then they receive their U.S.-based checking account. And it only takes a second for you as a merchant to join their Kind Card program right from your point of sale.
Unlike credit cards, which take days to clear, Kind Card funds are deposited directly into your checking account.
Visit kindcard.com to learn more about this revolutionary program and become a consumer or a merchant today.
Solar Therapeutics, America's first energy-independent cannabis cultivation and retail facility based in Somerset, Mass., is the state's premier adult-use marijuana supplier. Unlike any cannabis manufacturing facility in the country, Solar's production architecture is centered around its innovative design that utilizes green infrastructure and microgrid assets to decrease its overall carbon emissions. These green concepts enable Solar to produce sustainable cannabis both by lowering its overall energy profile as well as by generating all of its own clean power.
To learn more about solar or order products online, visit solarthera.com.
Wonderland Smoke Shop carries all of your e-cig, hookah, and tobacco products as well as an assortment of imported and fine cigars. There is also a vast selection of rigs, mods, and glass for the connoisseur. Wonderland is a great smoke shop for all of your needs. With great prices, great service, and family atmosphere. From special orders to new products, their honest and trustworthy staff will exceed all your expectations. Visit Wonderland Smoke Shop in Warwick, Rhode Island at 666 East Ave. Don't forget to follow them on Facebook and tell them 13 Fold sent you.
Lemonadio.
Did you ever hear of anyone smoking dried mushrooms? What? Oh, nothing. Skip it.
Providing relief from dry mouth since 2020.
Tell me who it is, damn it. You got 5 seconds to tell me who the hell this is.
Lemonadio.
Welcome back to 13 Folds Live from the Parlour on Lemonadio.com. Presented by Northeast Alternatives. Sponsored by Wonderland Smoke Shop, Solar Therapeutics, and Kind Card. Guys, if you're still not watching it, whoa, I've been defuncted. Jess, what do you got for us?
Oh, you're back.
Working?
You're back.
Oh, I'm
You're back. You're back.
All right, I'm back. I was having a panic attack there.
You're all right. You got this. Keep going. Keep going.
I'm in
Pick up where you
tears
left
here.
off.
Yeah, if you're not watching us on YouTube, go to subscribe to 13 Folds Live on YouTube or look up the Parlour Providence on Facebook, Twitch, all over the place.
YouTube.
YouTube. It's all the same to us, and yeah, we're doing this all out of the kindness of our hearts right now. Like these bands and the engineers and everybody are chipping in.
Everyone's putting their blood, sweat, and tears. Is that what you wrote?
Yeah, blood, sweat, and tears.
All right.
No, it's not a teleprompter.
I mean, I haven't seen any blood.
Well, it's still early. It's still early. It's gonna be a hell of a show. There is a possibility.
We're getting there.
There's a 60% chance of blood tonight on stage, and awesome guys. What a treat. You guys killed it.
Thank you. That's so kind of you to say.
I love watching you guys perform. I've seen you perform a bunch. And over the past couple months, you guys have been out there doing stuff, getting your name out there. Can you introduce the band for us, Corinne?
Absolutely, it would be my pleasure. So with me on stage, we have Joseph, now fully vaccinated Tudino. He's also known as the Electric Paisan, playing lead guitar, shredding the Les Paul today. Over here, this stunning creature is the brilliant Alyssa DeMeo. And then behind me, we got Slammin' Allison Haymaker Hammond on the drums.
She is slamming, though. Yeah. She's rocking those drums.
Rocking out back.
And I'm Corinne Southern, and together we are Corinne Southern and the Constellations.
Yay.
Because we're all your little stars.
You're big stars in my book, big ones.
I've never heard that before. That's really nice.
Now, Corinne, you were originally in burlesque, correct? A burlesque performer and
yeah.
producer?
So that's correct. I actually, several years ago, got involved in burlesque, and that's kind of how I made a name for myself in New England and beyond, was I was performing on burlesque. And I would say probably about 3 or 4 years ago, I had kind of a major life change. And, my mom was sick, and she's better now, which is great. Hi, Mom. I'm sure she's listening. And
she's watching. She's commented on
I'm
YouTube.
sure she is. She's our best Facebook fan,
Between her mom and my mom.
Oh, your mom must be the other woman who's commented.
It's either that or it's Joe's mom.
It could be my mom.
Gianna?
Oh, that's my best friend.
That's your best
Yeah.
friend. Okay.
Oh.
But
All right.
But yeah, and my mom used to work the door at my burlesque shows, which was really fun because I knew I could trust her with the money. And but yeah, I used to
never know though.
I used to be a dancer and a producer and a promoter, and I traveled a little bit, and I got to work with some really great names. But I kind of gave it up for rock and roll, but I suppose it still bleeds into my art and what I do.
With the outfits, girl, you wear, it bleeds in.
Yeah.
I mean,
church clothes.
You're dressed down today.
I am, right? For real.
You're really dressed down right now.
Well, I actually came from my day job at the School of Rock, so I work teaching music now. So I spend all of my time playing music. And we actually sort of formed a little bit out of School of Rock because Alyssa was my coworker there. She's actually going to be pursuing her doctorate in neuroscience right now, so she's leaving the school, but she's a very talented musician and teacher. And Joe is actually my voice student, so...
Anything that comes out of my mouth is her responsibility.
Oh, no. And then Allison, for a while, was the studio coordinator at the school, and now her wife, Star, is the studio coordinator. So we were in our same germ bubble, and that's how the Constellations happened, because before I was performing with Corinne Southern Band, which was a trio that had Luke Malo of Violet Tempo,
Love
and Graham King, who plays with Caitlin Tarot, and he's in a couple other projects, Wacky Tacky. So I guess you could say we're polyamorous too, because Joe's got his own project, Electric Paisan. Allie's in the Sugar Cone. She's in Eclectic Electric. Alyssa does all sorts of fun stuff.
I got my finger in a lot
Are
of
you a
different
bass for
pies.
hire?
Sure, you want to hire me? You want to pay me? I'll play whatever instrument you want. I play 14 different ones, so you pick.
She also has a dog.
She has a dog.
You don't play the dog, though, right?
No. I train him, though.
That's good.
I do dog training on the side. Like I said,
There you
I got
go.
my
Jack
finger in
of
a lot
all
of
Plug
trades.
yourself. This is what we talk about on here. Always, you guys got stuff going on. Plug it. Doesn't always have to be about music.
So when did you decide that you wanted to stick with doing rock music after doing burlesque? Like, how was that transition? Like when, you know?
Well, that's a loaded question. Because I really believe in burlesque, and I love the art form itself. I think it's gorgeous. I believe in female empowerment, and I believe in the LGBTQA community, and I believe in the freedom that burlesque gives performers. But I kind of went through like a spiritual awakening, I guess, for lack of a better word, and it just didn't feel right to me anymore. It felt a little bit shallow. Not that it is shallow, because it's not. It's very creative. And
Needed more.
I just needed something different. I was being led, I felt, in another direction. And I write a lot. Like, if you listen to the lyrics in my songs, I kind of write about that journey and how spirituality is kind of evolving for me and opening me up. And I had a relationship that exploded in a really spectacular way right when my mom got sick. And, you know, without going into that too much, I just found out, like, someone I thought I would marry was leading, like, a double life. And I was in a really dark place, and I had a
You've
friend.
been there, haven't you? You love double lives.
I triple lives.
Yeah, right? Well, and I mean, I guess we're all entitled to our secrets, but it was real tough for me. And I came out the other side knowing that I just had to put the words that were jostling around in my brain on paper. And I'm lucky because I've got people with me that want to do it, so...
Well, I have to say, I've heard you multiple times. You played at my show a couple weeks ago.
Thank you.
I
That was so
absolutely love your music. I love listening to you guys. And you guys really have a great connection together when you guys all play together. I love watching you guys play together.
Well, we have a ridiculous amount of fun. We have dinner every Friday. We rotate who cooks.
Which I'm going to come to a fire one Friday. I'm definitely coming to a fire, I promise.
Allison does my hair for me, and, you know.
And me.
Same.
Like, we're all
we
genuinely...
we all get our hair done by Allison.
We're all really close friends, and I think that shows when we're performing. I think it's, you know, we just have a good time.
It definitely shows. And I think that being in that same bubble at the school together, it's like you can tell that you guys have that. It's like you share an energy with each other. You can tell that you're friends.
Well, and over quarantine, like over COVID, we didn't see anybody else. It was like work, band practice, my house. So it was just we got really close really fast.
Well, and you're lucky to be in that position because a lot of bands couldn't practice during COVID.
Well, didn't Allison redo her garage, her shed, so that you guys could do that safely together?
Yeah, no, we call it
carport.
carport, shake and rattle room. It's she's got lights and a disco ball and all this wonderful gear and equipment and a couple drums, like a handful of drums.
Just a few.
One or two.
For those of you who can't see, if you're not watching the stream, she's got like 17 toms up here. 7 toms. Two kick drums.
That's an exact 17, not an estimation.
Yeah.
I helped her carry them all in, so yeah, I know.
Strong like bull.
I'm not the host who just sits there and watches.
She literally is
everybody do
the first drummer I've ever seen actually play 2 kick drums. So,
Well, and she plays them so well, and she's got great stage presence behind the kit, which is so
does.
exciting. And she painted all these. Like, she builds all of this.
Oh, nice.
So it's really great because Joe and her are both very handy when it comes to building and making and putting things together.
I just
and
destroy things.
Alyssa breaks it, but she's adorable. So
Well, Alyssa likes ranch dressing a lot.
she does, yeah. That's like a whole thing. We've got a lot of inside jokes, and it's kind of like if you know,
Thinking about ranch.
if you know, you know about the
Dill-
ranch.
Dillless ranch.
Dillless Ranch.
So what's the next song that you're going to perform for us?
We're gonna perform a new one called "The Conjuring" for you.
Okay.
Now, is there a story behind this one that you'd like to share with us?
Sure. So, it's a little bit spooky. It's a little bit like a lot of my songs are kind of ghost stories, so it's a little bit of a ghost story. And I wrote it around Halloween this year. It's written in 6, which is, you know, ominous. And it's almost like it's the closest to a horror movie I have in a song, I guess. So.
All right, well, scare us with it.
All right, I hope you like it. put the guitar down now for a moment. It's hot in here. Joe, behave. So this next song is about working a day job. Maybe some of the products that are sponsored on this show will make that a little easier for you, but if you work a day job, it's tough. Dry, fall on my knees, look to the sky. I'm praying for the rain, but the rain won't come. And when it finally does, I miss the sun. I miss the sun. I miss the sun. I've been giving it my all and I got nothing left to give. Why don't you call me up? You could give me some. Get over here, boy. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. 'Cause you know we might die tomorrow. No time to waste. If I gotta beg, borrow, barter, or steal, just cut to the chase. Help me get to what's real. Whoa, whoa, I go to the bottom of the well, but I come up dry, fall on my knees, and I look to the sky. I'm praying for the rain, but the rain won't come. When it finally does, I miss the sun. I miss the sun. I miss the sun. Working for the man, my back is giving in. I've been giving it my all and I got nothing left to give. Why don't you call me up? You could give me some. Get over here, boy. Ooh. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. 'Cause you know we might die tomorrow. No time to waste. If I've gotta beg, borrow, barter, or steal, just cut to the chase. Help me get to what's real. Whoa. So, we're gonna do a song about our favorite assets. Yes. A vintage camera high up up on the shelf. I take it down to take a picture of myself. It's not the kind that I intend to post online. It's to document my youth, an image stuck in time. I might be crazy, but I feel myself today. This picture ain't for you anyway. Go to the mirror and I give a little sass and take a Polaroid picture of my ass. It looks good in leggings and it looks good in jeans. Hot in Emperor's new clothes, if you know what I mean. A genuine Kodak love letter to myself. 15 minutes to develop, so I'll drink to my health. Ooh, I might be crazy, but I feel myself today. This picture ain't for you anyway. Go to the mirror and I give a lot of sass and take a Polaroid of my epic ass. My ass, I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. I'm so proud of it. My ass, I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. I'm so proud of it. I don't care if you agree. I asked my mom, she still loves me. 1, 2, 3. My ass, I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. I'm so proud of it. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. I'm so proud of it. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. I'm so proud of it. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. I'm so proud of my ass.
Northeast Alternatives is Massachusetts' most awarded medical and adult use dispensary, located in Fall River, Mass. Now serving adults 21 plus from all states with a valid ID. Visit their shop at 999 William S. Canning Boulevard, Fall River, Mass. Or visit their website at anyalternatives.com to see their full menu. We'd like to tell you about one of our sponsors, Kind Card, the kinder way to shop. Kind Card replaces cash and conventional credit cards anywhere it's accepted. Dispensaries and cannabis-related merchants can join those around the country, and then they receive their U.S.-based checking account. And it only takes a second for you as a merchant to join their Kind Card program right from your point of sale.
Unlike credit cards, which take days to clear, Kind Card funds are deposited directly into your checking account.
Visit kindcard.com to learn more about this revolutionary program and become a consumer or a merchant today.
Solar Therapeutics, America's first energy-independent cannabis cultivation and retail facility based in Somerset, Mass., is the state's premier adult-use marijuana supplier. Unlike any cannabis manufacturing facility in the country, Solar's production architecture is centered around its innovative design that utilizes green infrastructure and microgrid assets to decrease its overall carbon emissions. These green concepts enable Solar to produce sustainable cannabis both by lowering its overall energy profile as well as by generating all of its own clean power.
To learn more about solar or order products online, visit solarthera.com.
Wonderland Smoke Shop carries all of your e-cig and tobacco products as well as an assortment of imported and fine cigars. There is also a vast selection of rigs, mods, and glass for the connoisseur. Wonderland is a great smoke shop for all of your needs. With great prices, great service, and friendly atmosphere. From special orders to new products, their honest and trustworthy staff will exceed all your expectations. Visit Wonderland Smoke Shop in Warwick, Rhode Island at 666 East Ave. Don't forget to follow them on Facebook and tell them 13 Fold sent you.
Lemonadio.
You ever hear of anyone smoking dried mushrooms? What? Nothing. Skip it.
Providing relief from dry mouth since 2020.
Tell me who it is, damn it. You got 5 seconds to tell me who the hell this is.
Lemonadio.
Welcome back to 13 Folds Live at the Parlour on Lemonadio.com. Thank you once again to our sponsors, Northeast Alternatives, Solar Therapeutics, Kind Card, and Wonderland Smoke Shop. Thank you to Gregory for letting us do this here. We appreciate everything you do for the music community here in Providence. and everything you have done. I mean, I've known this guy for over 20 years, and he has been a staple in the music community here. When everything opens up, be sure to come on down. Check out the Parlour. It's one of my favorite music venues in the state, and I'm happy to be here.
I'm always happy to be here.
So,
Can't complain.
Corinne,
Yes.
I wanted to know, what is your songwriting process?
No. I mean,
Allison,
I mean, like, we've all
to the microphone so we can all hear you.
like maybe from Northeast Alternative. Some of my songs just plunk out all in one giant chunk. And then there they are. They're just there. Like some of my songs come in pieces, and it takes years and years and years. So one of the songs I play that you can get on our Bandcamp and Spotify, Corinne Southern, if you Google it, you'll find it. But
With two N's.
one R, two N's, yes. Southern, like opposite of Northern. Corinne Southern. And
Like a
but
Southern belle.
yeah, so that song I wrote in high school. I've been playing it for years and years and years, and it's evolved and it's changed. And I'm really lucky because these guys are all incredibly talented musicians to be playing with. So some songs the last song we just played, Polaroid Picture of My Ass, we wrote together in the carport over quarantine. Yeah, Alyssa was on the leopard print couch, and she said, hey, can we write a song called Polaroid Picture of My Ass? And I said, yes, absolutely. And there we go. That's how
Everybody loves songs about ass.
Yeah, Polaroid pictures.
And, right now we're getting ready to record some stuff. So, we've been thinking more about our writing process. Sometimes I can be a little bit more about how it feels. And so now I'm paying more attention to some of the technical stuff.
Do you guys ever fight?
Yeah.
Do you guys fight about songs, what you're wearing, what you're drinking?
Who's showing up late to cook? Twice.
Mommy, daddy, kids, don't fight. No,
Joe's very hungry when he shows up.
I was hangry.
I'm baby.
Joe is baby.
Baby Joe. That's your new nickname now. Every time I see you in Providence, I'm gonna call you
Babyface Joe.
Baby Joe.
His
Yes,
actual
please tell us that you guys are a normal band. That,
Yeah, we're
nothing's perfect.
Nothing's perfect. No, absolutely not. But it's about what you do with disagreements or when you don't feel good. It's about the kindness and respect and love and genuine affection that we all have for one another. And the fact that I really respect everyone here, and I think we all really respect one another. We went through 2020 and 2021. This whole COVID-19 pandemic has been some of the hardest stuff I've ever dealt with in my life. So when you go through that as a group, it bonds you. But there's just, most of what we fight about is honestly tension from outside of the band.
Right.
And you just want it to be fun. And then if you get into the studio and someone's having an off night, or you've had one too many high lifes, or whatever it is.
Plug that high life. Corinne, plug that high life again.
Or Northeast Alternatives.
Yes, or if you've had too much Northeast Alternative.
You can never have too much Northeast Alternative.
Yeah, but that probably would stop the fighting if we, But, yeah.
That's why they call it a peace pipe.
Exactly.
It's true.
Oh my.
This took a turn for the worst.
So now speaking of the studio, you're working on a new CD right now, right?
Yeah, I hope that we can get out for the summer A side, B side of a song we're going to play for you coming up in our next set, but and Polaroid Picture, because I just think that everybody needs to give themselves a little bit more love. There's enough people who tear themselves down, like I said before when we were talking about burlesque. I'm all about female empowerment or male empowerment, but there are enough people that just look at themselves and they don't think they look good, and sometimes you just gotta look at your naked butt and say, I'm proud of it, and my mom's proud of it.
Stand in the mirror.
Yeah. Oh, well, we got the mirror drums here. If you're not watching the stream, you're missing out, but...
Now, where are you producing the CD right now?
We are working with Will at Andam Street Studios, and Vinny Bellows got to do 476 Productions, did a live stream from us at dusk, which was really excellent. But we've also got some equipment ourselves, and so it's kind of it's a group effort. That's how the Providence music community really is. It takes a village. Like, we're all in multiple bands. We all share knowledge. We all share tech gear. But
I can't agree more. I think we have the best community in the United States, if I'm to be biased.
But you know what? I've been all over the East Coast anyways, and I do believe that. I think the music community, the art community in general, in Providence is one of the best, most tight-knit communities I've ever seen.
Yeah. Agreed. I've never seen so many people come out for each other and take care of each other when they're down.
Takes a village to make an LP. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm really grateful to be here at the Parlour, and with 13 Folds Radio Live and Lemonadio, and with Greg here. I was live streaming with him, so you know.
Now, who and I want to know this for everybody in the band. Who was your biggest music influence growing up?
David Bowie, hands down.
Yeah. That was quick.
Yeah.
Everything hair metal.
Yeah.
See, I watch you play drums, and I think of Vinny from Pantera.
Right?
I totally do. Like, you do some badass shit on those drums.
Joe, what about you?
I'm impressed.
Zeppelin, Hendrix. I kind of didn't know other music existed until I got to college.
Okay. And Allison, if you could just hold the mic up for Allison so we can hear her a little bit better.
Etta James.
There we go. All right.
But I like a lot of the powerful like singer-songwriters of the 1960s and 70s.
You can never just pick one influence.
Yeah. But like if you're like, who do I have like a picture of on my wall like still as an adult? David Bowie.
Ziggy Stardust was my favorite thing.
Absolutely. Best album.
I don't believe he's dead. I don't believe him or Prince ever died.
No, they're held up somewhere
they're
just
on a
like
spaceship.
hanging.
And maybe that's the magic of making music, is that you're a little bit immortal as long as people are still listening to what you're doing, right?
That's exactly it.
And if you have something positive to say or beneficial, like I think a good song is a song that I write about something super specific, or we write about something really specific for us, but then anybody else can hear it and relate to it personally, something that happened to them. They might feel like a loved one is speaking to them through that music, or they might feel that, I can't even tell you, like I've had times in my life where I put on the radio and I just hear that song and it brings me to
a
tears.
Memory,
Yeah.
That happens a lot with me. It's funny because I think of great music as being timeless. And sometimes I like to think, 100 years from now, somebody listening to David Bowie or something like that, how are they going to interpret that music and how are they going to feel with it? And actually, it's a question that I like to ask our guests sometimes is, when somebody listens to your music 100 years from now, like, what do you want them, like what do you want them to leave the experience feeling,
Well, just an aside on that, being at the School of Rock, watching kids from like 8 to 16-year-old listen to and want to play stuff that I grew up on that they had no idea existed, like hearing them play the Beatles, hearing them play Journey and Aerosmith and AC/DC, and they're rocking it, those things are timeless.
Thank you for teaching the kids' journey.
I had a 9-year-old girl ask me, she goes, Miss Corinne, can girls be rock stars too? And I was like, absolutely. And I pulled up Heart, and I showed her every female powerful rock star that I could. And next thing I know, she comes in with this little Baby Taylor guitar, which it's like a nicer guitar than I get to play. Like, I'm like, ooh, good parents. Way to raise them right. But it was just a really powerful moment, and we get that on the regular with the kids there, which is really, really powerful.
I think that's fantastic, being able to work with kids and mold them. Like you said, you're working with kids from 8 years old to 16, and I'm sure you're working with adults too.
Absolutely.
And you're just molding them and helping them on their journey to become fantastic musicians.
Yeah, and it takes a lot of the ego out of performing. Like I've done shows at nursing homes. Because I've led a wild life. I've done like princess parties. I've done trivia hosting. We've all worked with animals, pretty much except for Joe. He's an engineer. Joe is an animal, though.
I mean, he does have the animal
Joe
hair
hates
going
animals.
on
Go ahead,
from
just
the
say
Muppets.
But so we've all kind of led varied lives, but it's interesting. Like doing shows at nursing homes, I would have like people fall asleep because they're 100 years old, literally, and then they wake up and they're like, "This is the best thing I've ever seen. You're so good. I love you." And
it's like recite my song.
More grape nut pudding.
Sing along.
Yeah, right. Well, and it's great because often they feed us,
Yeah.
So.
That's awesome, though. That's awesome. Like I said, it's a community, and we all feed back into the community with all of this.
Well, it's especially important because all of the schools have been taken away from the art and music programs all over the country. So it's like without these other outlets, where do they have to go?
I agree.
The School of Rock is also, it's the School of Rock.
Yeah.
And it's a national situation, international.
I never knew that.
But it's not the school of sitting and behaving quietly, and it's the school of questioning the system and questioning the things you've been taught and innovating. It's the school of acceptance for the other. So it's more than just teaching music. I think it's teaching really important life lessons, which I honestly can't believe I get to do every day. But
yeah, just having kids, it's like the experience you get with
Okay.
your own children.
So now you did see the switch up, right?
Oh God, yeah, I forgot. I was
saw
going
that.
to mention
You
it.
did
and
see
I
the
forgot.
switch up. We got Allison on lead now.
yeah, Allison is now on lead guitar. And Alyssa's behind the drums.
On the drums.
And we got Joe on bass.
So I'm wondering, what do you have in store for us right now?
Well, so come to find out, all these guys can play multiple instruments, so including myself. And we're going to sing a couple of songs that Allie wrote on guitar, and she brought to us, and I wrote the words, and we kind of co-wrote some parts together. So, Joe wrote stuff, and Alyssa wrote stuff. So it's fun. So if you get to come see us live, and we'll be playing live.
Which I have seen.
Very soon. We're going to be playing Dusk on the 15th. We're going to be playing at Platforms again on June 6th. So with some really awesome bands. And what was I talking about? Music.
The next song. What are you playing for us?
It's called You'll Forget, You Remember. See what I did there? It's like I went to school for acting or something. on drumsticks. My friends make bad choices. Who am I to stop their voices? Heaven or sinner will come out if we love blindly and fearlessly, truly searching. Turn the world upside down. I'll pass no judgments. We're all just doing our best. Can't call a fire truck to put out this hot mess. Gotta have patience and kindness, 'cause from the ashes, you know the phoenix rises. Shout! We are the ones to turn it inside out. We are the ones who lit this dumpster fire. So shout! We are the ones to burn it to the ground. We are the ones to turn the world upside down. Oh, I'm not perfect. Ooh, I've been a fool. Forgiveness is a practice, learning that golden rule. I know we can change it, make this life make sense. We can rearrange it, find a peace that never ends. No one knows how we got here. We all just wake up one day. So be real, be honest. And together we say, we are the ones. Turn it inside out. We are the ones. And we know who we are. So shout! We are the ones to burn it to the ground. We are the ones to turn the world upside down. We are the ones to turn the world upside down. We are the ones turn the world upside. We gotta switch back.
Freaky Friday. So they're doing the switchover. Stick around, guys. They got one more song coming up for you on this set. But this is impressive. I like it when everybody jumps around and switches up instruments.
I like watching to make sure no one falls.
Oh boy. Thank you again for having us here.
Always a pleasure, my friend.
Your socks don't match, though.
They're not supposed. It's like the
Is
in
that the
thing
new
now.
thing?
Sniped. I honestly got thought I grabbed the same sock this morning, and I took my shoes off, and Joe's like, "Those aren't the same socks," and I was like, "Yeah, they are." He's like, "No, they're not," and I roll them up, and one's got sheep, and one's got cactuses. So, that's yeah.
You don't want to mix your sheep and cactuses. That's
No,
bad news.
sheep and cactuses do not go together. That just seems like a poor life choice.
So this is our goodbye song. The song's called Exit Signs. Say goodbye now, climb through the story. Hand in mine now, but just barely go up toward the secrets. We're caught in this nearly. Lit up exit, signs of leaving. Maybe we were only dreaming all those nights and all those tries. Lit up all the exits, all those exit signs. You're standing there looking good in that suit, but you're a secret wreck. Twisted heart, playing cool. I see the act. I am no one's fool. Lit up exits, signs of leaving. Maybe we were only dreaming all those nights and all those tries. Lit up all the exits, all those exit signs. I'm aching from the way you'd grin when some strikes you just right. And I guessed it right. There's that exit light screaming that you're gone. Neon lights tell the tale to a way that sees you clear. So fast, so sweet, so much, so dear. Lit up exits, signs of leaving. Maybe we were only dreaming all those nights and all those tries. Lit up all the exits, all those exit signs. Lit up exits, signs of leaving. Maybe we were only dreaming all those nights and all those tries. Lit up all the exits, all those exit signs. So we both take our own road, and I carry my own load. Further still along alone. Here we go, one more time, y'all. Lit up exits, signs of leaving. Maybe we were only dreaming all those nights and all those tries. Lit up all the exits, all those exit signs. All those nights and all those tries. Lit up all the exits, all those exit signs. So bye-bye, bye-bye.
Northeast Alternatives is Massachusetts' most awarded medical and adult use dispensary, located in Fall River, Mass. Now serving adults 21 plus from all states with a valid ID. Visit their shop at 999 William S. Canning Boulevard, Fall River, Mass. Or visit their website at anyalternatives.com to see their full menu. We'd like to tell you about one of our sponsors, Kind Card, the kinder way to shop. Kind Card replaces cash and conventional credit cards anywhere it's accepted. Dispensaries and cannabis-related merchants can join those around the country, and then they receive their U.S.-based checking account. And it only takes a second for you as a merchant to join their Kind Card program right from your point of sale.
Unlike credit cards, which take days to clear, Kind Card funds are deposited directly into your checking account.
Visit kindcard.com to learn more about this revolutionary program and become a consumer or a merchant today.
Solar Therapeutics, America's first energy-independent cannabis cultivation and retail facility based in Somerset, Mass., is the state's premier adult-use marijuana supplier. Unlike any cannabis manufacturing facility in the country, Solar's production architecture is centered around its innovative design that utilizes green infrastructure and microgrid assets to decrease its overall carbon emissions. These green concepts enable Solar to produce sustainable cannabis both by lowering its overall energy profile as well as by generating all of its own clean power.
To learn more about solar or order products online, visit solarthera.com.
Wonderland Smoke Shop carries all of your EC, hookah, and tobacco products. Fine cigars. There is also a vast selection of rigs, mods, and glass for the connoisseur.
Yeah, we don't have a choice. That's we'll just that's what we're gonna do honey French quick. Okay.
Products, their honest and trustworthy staff will exceed all your expectations. Visit Wonderland Smoke Shop.
You're gonna own up to that, right, Jess?
Don't forget to follow them on Facebook.
We were all like, that's our good pop song, guys.
Yeah. Well, and you said you're.
Since 2020.
Tell me who it is, damn it. You got 5 seconds to tell me who the hell this is.
Lemonadio.
Welcome back to 13 Folds Live at the Parlour on Lemonadio.com. Thank you once again to all our sponsors, Northeast Alternatives, the most award-winning dispensary in New England. They win I think they're up to like 24 awards or something right now. They're like
I can walk to them from my house.
Well, you know what? They're supposed to be contributing to our weed reviews starting now.
Ooh.
So
okay,
we will be in 13 Folds magazine, bringing to you our reviews of some of the best bud in New England. So yeah, be sure to start checking out 13 Folds magazine whenever you get a chance. Go down to Northeast Alternatives, Fall River, grab your magazine there. Solar Therapeutics in Somerset, Mass., or Wonderland Smoke Shop out in Warwick. And yeah, tell them 13 Folds sent you and get your free magazine.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that good? So guys, girls and guy.
We already established he's an animal.
I'm baby.
Oh,
Baby Joe.
Girls and Baby Joe.
When did you write that last song?
I'm really okay. So Exit Signs, I wrote that with my friend Nicole Purcell, and
I know Nicole.
we were at Nick and E's, and she had a guy who was like half in the bag come up to her, and he was like, I bet you're not a good writer, and she's a brilliant writer. And he goes, I bet you can't write a song about that exit sign over there. And she's like, I bet you I can. So she wrote a piece, and then she shared it with me because she's a very good friend and a super amazing woman and supporter of the music community and the arts community in Rhode Island. But she shared it with me, and I was like, oh, I got a song for this. And it evolved, just like the other songs have evolved. It evolved when Joe he wanted to do that cool breakdown, and when we had a bass player in the band, and when we had extra drums to play with.
All the drums.
Sorry.
Nicole's actually calling you right now.
Not a good time. So she's either watching the stream.
Like, don't
Weird.
you talk about me?
Oh my God.
I think her ears must be burning, maybe.
So, when you think about, and I know you guys have only been playing together for a relatively short time, but what would be your ideal show? Like, who would you be playing with? Where? What venue?
The bigger, the better, really. I would love to play a stadium, but real talk.
No, not real talk. Let's go imaginary.
Fantasyland.
Fantasyland.
I'm great at fantasy.
Fantasies always come real sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Always sometimes.
Always
they
sometimes.
do.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any
My
bad
fantasies
place. Ooh. Yeah, I don't think there's any wrong place to play music. I'm happy playing a guitar around a campfire, in the carport, here at the parlor. I sing in the shower. I sing at the school. I just everywhere. But if I could pick any show, I would love to be at the Grammys. I would love to be, playing a big
tour with
world
Lizzo.
stadium tour. Yeah, with Lizzo.
Hell yeah.
I would play the Grammys if they reverse their position on the weekend.
Yeah.
Okay,
I like
hot take.
So mad.
Let's leave the Grammys and I just want to leave the weekend alone. It's a soft spot.
Aw. Billie Eilish, that would be cool.
I
love
just want you
Billie
guys to know
Eilish.
that I am in love with her.
Miley Cyrus. I love Miley Cyrus. I think she's doing some really cool stuff over
Grace Potter.
Grace Potter, yeah, from Vermont. She's awesome. Yeah, the sky's
Grace
the limit.
Potter, I hardly know her.
Grace
Oh,
Potter, I just
stop
met
it.
her.
Joe, can we go one day without that kind of joke, please?
So do any of you have other projects, anything else coming up on your own? What does the Corinne Southern band have coming up in the next couple of months? Corinne Southern and the Constellations, sorry.
Yeah.
I said
Well,
that
you know,
wrong.
former project, so again,
project.
shout out to those guys. Yeah, right.
Yeah, everybody, tell me what you got going on. Everybody wants to hear it.
Yeah. So Constellations, we are, like I said earlier, we're in the studio. We're trying to release music for